these records out is because the government was involved. The same government that he was working for was involved. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Yeah. In my last live stream on this topic, I was playing William Cooper's stuff because William Cooper had it. William Cooper was the one that exposed that, exposed it to the point where we knew who was who, what was what, and he had videotapes. Now, the videotapes also showed that the driver turned around and shot him. There's no denying that. Yeah, it was an inside job. Yep. But I'm not looking to see that in the paperwork. I'm looking to see what Jackie says, and I could care less about the CIA. I mean, you're not about to lock nobody up. Everybody's dead.
Commission again, blame it on one person. And at that point, the Warren Commission came out with a report that started to fall apart almost right away, but a lot of people still hung on to it. And the only reason that it's taken all these years is that the CIA convinced president after president that there were still people alive, there were still operations that they needed to protect. And it's only really in the last year that we finally have.
See, that's what I'm saying. Okay, I'm glad he said that, because I'm telling y'all, they tell that every single president not to take these, not to leak these documents. Even Jackie said that they would get, not Jackie, their daughter. Hold on. Do I have that up here with me? What is her name? Cynthia? I'm trying to remember. Their daughter, Jackie and John F. Kennedy's daughter, was the one that leaked Jackie's stuff. Carolyn. She leaked Jackie's stuff before it was supposed to come out. But they told every single president not to leak those documents. And I knew that wasn't it. Yeah, Carolyn. She the one that leaked them. And that was years ago, though. And she was supposed to. She did it anyway. Now his cousin in there with Trump. Now we want to see RFK. He wanted to see RFK. Of course he did. Me personally, I want to see all three. JFK, RFK, MLK, KKK. Matter of fact, all the KKK records. While we at it.
Somebody's saying, well, enough of that. Let's see all of it. It cannot be that we are going to destroy.
You think that can't be retrieved? You got another thing coming. I'm going to tell you right now that everything the KKK did was documented by Congress. Mark my words. Every single thing that the KKK did was documented by Congress. That's how deep they were into the government.
It's going to be embarrassing, which it is, to the CIA.
They were involved.
Can you help us differentiate between reliable sources and conspiracy theories? There's no shortage of conspiracy theories related to this assassination. And when you start to question the official narrative of something, of course, conspiracy theories are ever more apparent during those times as well. I got to ask you, James, how do you, when you're researching this, and as you're doing research and looking through these documents, what advice would you have for people to avoid misinformation related to the assassination?
Well, you look for people who, when they say something, have evidence to back it up and aren't getting into speculation. A lot of conspiracy theories say, well, here's what we know, and then here's my speculation. They go off in wild tangents. And I'll give you a good example. I've said this before. The Mary Farrell Group, which has their primary source documents online. Jefferson Morley, who I interviewed for Vanity Fair. These guys are very careful journalists. They have to have proof before they say something, but they also can put things together and support it with evidence. So You're really looking for people who have carefully scoured the record, can point to documents, and are not based in just raw speculation about crazy stuff in particular. That's one to tell. But people like Jefferson Bowie and Mary Farrell, go to that website. When they say something,
I'll tell you right now, ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The records are out.
That's important. You need to have facts.
So what's next? More documents? Are we expecting more releases?
Yeah, as I understand it, this is a first tranche. That there's still a lot more to come out. And so I think
JFK?
we'll see that over the next few days of, I think, more. What happened was Trump said, get it all out. And I think the lawyers of the Department of Justice stayed up all night trying to make sure they could release some stuff, but they haven't released all of it. So that's still to come. And then what's really going to happen is
it's still
people who
more.
are very deep into this are going to start to analyze it very closely and pull stuff out and point it out. And it's going to be fascinating. It's like a big detective story. It's really amazing stuff, especially when you read some of these memos on Project Mongoose, the whole operation to assassinate Castro with pills and, all sorts of stuff. I mean, it really, you'll be amazed.
So far it's 80,000 documents, but that's not it, man. It's probably going to take me all this year to get this done. Especially with keep constant. But look, don't stop. Keep releasing documents. I'm nosy. I want to know. Then I want to start seeing RFK. I want to see MLK. I want to see the KKK. Yes, and I would like to see some Malcolm X records, even though that's case closed. We already got that. We saw, the majority of the records that they did end up. That the FBI and the CIA did end up releasing. There was a lot of redacting going on, but I do have them myself. I got them as soon as that was published. The majority of the records I got on MLK, some of that stuff, got redacted, but I still have them. But it would be nice if they would just, release more and re-release the ones that had a lot of redactions on them so we can know who these people's names are. Stop hiding them. Just because they're alive, so what? Maybe some of them need to be behind bars. Put them behind bars. I mean, they did something wrong, apparently. Like, it was a lot of people that didn't even know that African guy that was beside Martin Luther King was an agent that took the picture. He was the one that snapped the picture of Martin Luther King's head off. He was the photographer right there. And just so happened to stay right there just to snap that picture right on time. Then he left. Shout out to all the new members that became members. Nicholas, Coop, and Crystal. I appreciate that. I'm not sure if y'all related, Crystal and Nicholas, but y'all got the same last names right here. But I appreciate that. Kay did it. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's crazy if y'all not related, because y'all came back to back with memberships, so y'all got the same last name. May not be a coincidence. Y'all may, that may be. Nah, let me stop. Let me leave it alone. All right, so let's go to. Hold on, I'll finish this one, and I'm gonna go to one more.
So we talked about this during when we marked 60 years since the assassination happened, and we talked about the assassination again in February. When we heard that the FBI had discovered 2,400 new records. That's the way I believe it was phrased. Discovered 2,400 new records related to the assassination. What's our understanding? Is that 2,400 records embedded in what was released today? Is that on a future date? Is that unknown?
Yeah, the sources that I rely on say those are not yet in there. So we have not seen those 2,400 FBI records yet. It doesn't surprise me. I think the ones that we are seeing are ones that have been reviewed multiple times over the years, and these FBI ones are brand new. So those will probably come out a little bit later, but I fully expect them to come out based on Trump's order and the fact that we're moving forward in a brand new world of getting this stuff out without redactions. It's really amazing and appropriate.
I'm excited.
James Robinault staying up late with us. Good to see you. Talk soon.
I'm excited.
Okay,
I definitely want to see that. That's going to be very interesting. when they put out those FBI documents. That's going to be very interesting, especially at that time. All that security detail. And y'all remember in the video how we watched all of his security pull back before that guy turned around and shot him? Because if you look at the picture, everybody was up close, remember? You saw the police vehicles, then you saw the police on their motorcycles, right? Everybody was real tight knit. And then as soon as he came up a little bit, they fell back. Okay? There's no way that could have happened and he got away with that, bro. There's no way if they weren't involved. No way. Absolutely no freaking way. Rodriguez, thank you for the gifted. All right, so let me play this other one real quick.
Thanks for breaking news tonight. The long-awaited release of the new JFK files about an hour ago, posted on the National Archives website, are what the Trump administration says are tens of
5 hours ago now.
Never before seen memos, some intelligence reports, troves of top-secret documents. We were talking more than 1,100 PDFs, and President Trump has promised full transparency, no redactions, and we've been sifting through so many of those pages after the DOJ lawyers have been working all night to do the same one detail that has been debated for decades, the single bullet theory. That is the official account that one...
That's that new guy energy.
Oh, he's back. That's the fourth time he's done that.
Is he peeking or probing?
Peeking with serious intent to probe.
We're seeing activity converging to your north and south.
Find cover! This is Frogman 6 Romeo. We need evac at our last known position.
We have severely wounded enemy on our building and all surrounding buildings.
Where are you guys?
Look for the blood and the smoke.
If y'all know where that bullet is, please tell me how much it costs. Where can I go buy it? Right now. I'll wait. Now don't point me in the direction of a video game. I say real life. Where's that at? That's a smart bullet. Now, don't get me wrong, they done made the television smart. They done made the cell phone smart. Smart. Are they really that smart? Or are you referring to the original definition of smart, which means harmful? Notice how these smart devices are doing more harm than good. Yeah, the CIA made the bullet and the gun. That is absolutely correct. We covered that during the last live stream on this topic. It was a pellet that spread it out and killed them instantly. I don't put it past Elon that he ain't already working on a Tesla bullet. This is gonna be the iPhones, the iBullets. Apple gonna have a version. Google gonna have a version. Watch. Yeah, it was a shell-fix toxin. Correct. Yep. And I played the video, shout out to William Cooper, may he rest well. I played that entire video of William Cooper exposing that, and played the video of the scientists going over their technology and admitting who he shipped them bullets out to. Yep. All right.
A single bullet caused 6 wounds while staying intact.
Stop. Stop, bruh. Stop, bruh.
Many argue that the bullet's trajectory is impossible. The angles just don't add up.
Did the CIA surveil Lee Harvey Oswald?
My father was with John McComb when I got home, who was the CIA director. My father said to him, "Did your people do this?" So his initial instinct was that the CIA had killed his brother.
That was Robert F. Kennedy Jr. there recounting his father's suspicions of U.S. government involvement in the JFK assassination back in 1963.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Half of Americans have similar thoughts. One poll from a couple of years ago found that 43% believe the U.S. government was involved somehow. So,
oh, okay. You gave me an idea. I'll take a poll right now. I'll take a poll right now. Let's see